Good morning, students. Today we are going to start one new chapter, that is light, shadow, and reflection. Students, have you noticed that when we enter a dark room, we are not able to see anything, even if we try to do so? The movement we switch on the button or light a candle, we immediately see all the objects kept in a room. An object is visible to us when light falls on it. When we see any object around us, it is due to the light. Therefore, light is equally important to us. Just as the environment around us, light is the form of energy that enables us to see the objects. Now, sources of light. An object that gives us light is called as the source of light. The sun is the main source of light for our planet. The burning candle, electric bulb, tube light, gas light, oil lamp, safety lamp, torch, light, fire, and flame are all the sources of light. There are two sources of light: natural source of light and artificial or man-made sources of light. Now, natural sources of light. The sun has enormous amount of energy. It is the main natural source of light. Stars are also natural source of light, artificial or man-made sources of light. Burning candle, oil lamp, tube light, etc. are the artificial sources of light. They enable us to see the objects during the night time. Now, what are luminous and non-luminous bodies? The bodies such as the sun, stars, burning candle, electric bulb, etc., which produce their own light, are called luminous objects. The bodies such as moon do not have light of their own, hence are called non-luminous objects. We can see its shining because it reflects light of the sun. When light falls on any luminous, non-luminous object, it reflects in all directions. Now, what are transparent, translucent, and opaque objects? When light falls on any object, it can have either of the three effects on it: transparent, translucent, and opaque. The objects that allow the light to pass through them completely are called transparent objects. The objects that allow only a part of light to pass through them are called translucent objects. For example, tracing paper, frosted glass, wax paper, and oil paper are translucent objects. The objects which do not allow the light to pass through them are called opaque objects. No objects can be viewed through these objects. For example, wood, chalk, notebook, and bodies of animals are opaque objects. Now, what is shadow? When light falls on an opaque object, it cannot pass through it. When an opaque object is placed in the path of light, a dark patch is obtained behind the object. This dark patch is called its shadow. Now, size of the shadow. Shadows are very long in the morning. When sun rises, its length starts decreasing. and its shortest at noon, and start increasing in afternoon and become very long till sunset. Take a source of light and a cardboard screen in a dark room at night. Place a cardboard screen at one corner of a wall. Ask your brother or sister to stand in front of the cardboard screen. Allow a light from a torch to fall onto your brother or sister. Can you see the shadow on the cardboard screen? You can see the size of a short shadow equal to the size of your brother or sister. Now ask your brother and sister to slightly move forward from the cardboard screen. What do you observe? You will see the size of shadow, then the size of your brother and sister. The size of shadow depend upon these factors. First, the size of object and size of sources of light. Second, the distance between screen and source of light. Third, the distance between the screen and object. Hence, we conclude that a shadow forms only when there is a source of light and an opaque body and a screen. Now, what are eclipses? We know that the earth revolves around the sun and the moon revolves around the earth. During the revolution of the earth and moon, it happens sometime. The sun, the moon, and the earth comes in a straight line. In this case, the light comes from the sun is obstructed by the earth on the moon. As a result, a shadow is formed, then phenomena. This phenomena is called eclipse. Now, what are solar eclipse? The sun, the moon, and the earth come in a straight line. With the moon in the middle, the shadow of the moon may fall on the same portion of the earth. Then the solar eclipse can be seen from these areas on the earth. During the solar eclipse, the dark side of the moon faces the earth. Therefore, a solar eclipse will always take place on a new moon day. In places when solar eclipse is witnessed, the sun disappears from the sky for a brief period of time. Now, what are lunar eclipse? In a lunar eclipse, when the sun, earth, and moon come in a straight line, with the earth in the middle, the shadow of the earth falls on the moon. When the lunar eclipse occurs, the side faces the earth. The bright side faces the earth. That is, lunar eclipse occur on a full moon day. Thank you, class. I hope that what is light, what are the transparent, translucent and opaque objects, luminous and non-luminous object, the various sources of light is clear to you all. Thank you.